We introduced the Clutterpalette, a novel interactive modeling tool that enables artists to add realistic details to an indoor scene. There is an abundance of freely available 3D room models on the internet. For example, here are some kitchen models available in the Trimble 3D warehouse. Unfortunately, these models are usually lacking realistic details and cannot be directly used in 3D production. By contrast, in real-world scenes, for example in the kitchens pictured here, we typically see a lot of object clutter scattered throughout the room. In filmmaking, the task of adding cluttered objects to embellish a scene is called set dressing. Set dressing is important for setting the tone and enhancing the authenticity of a film. In digital productions, while we can easily obtain 3D models of individual clutter objects, the challenge is to use them efficiently to realistically detail virtual scenes. In common interior design interfaces, a user manually selects objects from a large database to decorate a scene. The selection can be tedious and non-trivial. We introduced the Clutterpalette, a highly intuitive interactive modeling tool that quickly provides relevant clutter object suggestions to the modeler, enabling fast, realistic indoor scene modeling. The Clutterpalette is trained on real-world images annotated with support relations. It exploits these support relation annotations to probabilistically reason about the spatial relationships between cluttered objects and furniture objects in the scene. When the user points to a location in the scene, the Clutterpalette suggests relevant detailed objects by evaluating the probability of each clutter object type, including a prior probability, a conditional scene probability, a conditional supporter probability, and a co-occurrence probability. Here we demonstrate the interactive modeling of an office. The original office model is bare, including only basic furniture. As the user points to the desk, the Clutterpalette evaluates the relevant probabilities and instantly lists the most probable clutter object types to put on the desk. The user can then select a desired object type. A secondary menu shows additional choices of this type, and the user can add a desired object with a single click. The Clutterpalette takes into account the co-occurrence probabilities of objects that have already been added. In this case, a mouse and keyboard are suggested for placement near the monitor. When the user is satisfied with the suggestion in the first menu, he can double-click to quickly add the object. Here we show how the user adds details to the rest of the room. Here is the resulting office scene. All the clutter objects in the scene were chosen using the suggestions of the Clutterpalette. Our user study shows that one can use the clutter brush to realistically detail an office scene in about 15 minutes. Here we see the detailing of a kitchen using the clutter brush. Here we show several clutter patterns from scenes modeled by different users. We have demonstrated the Clutterpalette, a new interactive modeling tool that enables the quick modeling of realistic indoor scenes. This is the end of our video. Thank you for watching.